Hey, folks. I want to get this off my chest. I'm going to get Monster Hunter Ultimate. I'm going to buy a Wii U just for it. Again, I'm buying a Wii just for Monster Hunter. I won't do it again. And I just thought about it. This is exactly the same situation as the damn Wii. With Monster Hunter Tri. There's plenty of fans who are like, oh, Tri was good. I was like, okay, it was good. It's short, though. And it was an experiment. It was only made on the Wii because it was cheap. Yes, Capcom said it themselves. Look it up. It was only made on the Wii because it was cheap to make on the Wii. It was canceled off the PS3, and it was just an experiment. Basically, Tri was pretty much the equivalent of having eaten like the best sandwich in the world and eaten it for years, and then being unable to eat it for a good long time. Then someone gets that sandwich, puts it in front of your face, lets you take a couple bites, and pulls away. That's it. You get a little bit. You're not gonna get the whole thing. Fuck no. You don't get that. Basically what that was. And because of its only okay sale, it really didn't do that well. Not in Japan, not in the West. It did not do that well. Not compared to giants like MHP 3rd, Unite, 2nd G in Japan, and practically the rest of the Monster Hunter series. Yeah. The only one that didn't do as well was the original Monster Hunter, but the sales in Japan made up for the sales in the West. Now, I have thought about this. Monster Hunter Ultimate is coming out, and it's going to come out on the Wii U and the 3DS. All of a sudden, I realized something. The 3DS version is not going to have any online support, just like in Japan. So the only people that are going to buy it is if they don't have a Wii U and they don't care about not playing online. Monster Hunter is a friend game. It is a game where you play with friends or random people. It's a multiplayer game. It is built pretty much exclusively for that, that matter. It's the reason why we have little guys that replace people. Their AI absolutely horribly sucks, but they're there. So you have a placeholder. But I need to take off that autofocus. But, what's going to happen here is that the 3DS version is not going to sell. It's going to sell very little over here. You got to understand, and everybody knows this issue, out here in the West, finding people near you that like Monster Hunter as well is very difficult. So the only people going to buy this, like I mentioned, are people who don't care about online, don't have a Wii U, don't have any friends, and have friends to play with on the Wii U version. In their local area, or it's for the family. So in other words, a very, very small audience. Monster Hunter Tri proved on an already... come on. Tri was a high-selling... not Tri, sorry. The Wii was a high-selling system. The highest of recent years. And Tri sales weren't that great. Wii U is a new system. We don't know any sales figures yet. But there's some pretty negative receivement on the Wii U so far. There's some warm reception. I've seen it on some sites. But a lot of sites and a lot of people are not so happy with the Wii U. So its sales won't be as big as Wii. Fuck no. It won't be. Especially with its price. It kind of priced itself out of that. But, it's a new system. It's supposed to be more powerful. It's weaker than the PS3, though. Like, I'm not being a fanboy on that. It's the truth. But anyway, So its sales aren't going to be good. Monster Hunter Ultimate is not going to sell well. Not out in the West. And because of that, all we're going to have is that small little community again. And you know what's going to happen? Just like Try, we're going to miss out on the next Monster Hunter 4. Because they're going to use Ultimate as a placeholder to go, hey, you like this sandwich? Will you keep buying this sandwich? You like? Everybody like? Your friends like? And if the West goes, only some of us like it, then 4 will not come over. Which means we probably have another 3 years of no Monster Hunter in the West. Yay! I'm sorry to look at this doom and gloom, but history is probably going to repeat itself. There's plenty of proof of it, and fortunately, won't sell. The sadder thing is that if they had put it on the PS3 and Vita, it would have. Let's do some math of how many years us Sony fans have been loyal to Monster Hunter. Alright, we take Monster Hunter. Okay. 2004, I believe, is when it came. Might have been 2006. I always get those mixed up. Either way, we've been loyal since then. We've been loyal since then. Japan's been loyal even longer. Try was pretty much a kick in the teeth. Capcom said it themselves. Experiment and cheaper production forced us fans who've been loyal for years to pretty much take a middle finger up our ass. Isn't it nice? The only reason why most of us bought it, you know, a lot of us bought Try, was because for the fact we love the series and the Wii's cheap. Very cheap. Even at the time of Try's release, you can get one for $100 and just play Try anyway. No big deal. Now, they're doing it again. When it comes to the loyalty mark, let's see. MHP 3rd didn't come over, despite being on a Sony handheld, and selling over 2 million in the first fucking week. Try G only sold over 200,000, and Try less than that in the first week. First year sales, MHP 3rd completely eclipsed both combined. Now let's move on from there. Now we keep going for those years of loyalty. If it's from 2004, you've been loyal for 8 years. Congrats. If you're in Japan, 9. Now if it's the other year that's true, that's still 6 years of loyalty or 7 years of loyalty. And Capcom is kicking you in the ass and saying, we don't care about you. During the time MHP 3rd, we had MHP 3rd HD come out that sold actually quite well. Enough to compete with Try G. Now we go on from there. You have Operation Cherry Blossom and also the other numerous petitions to bring those games out to the US. The only issues was Sony saying that we want trophy support, and if you put the trophy support in the game, we will update Ad Hoc Party for MHP 3rd HD, and we will release it out here. Capcom decided to say, fuck you, we're not gonna do that. Because then we actually have to put some more effort in the game. Fuck that. I know, we already have an award system in the game, and we'd only have to remove one of the awards, and we could turn all the rest of the trophies, and it would only take 5 minutes of work. But nah. Westerners don't want that. You know, you only had well over 90,000 people on that thread. That thread was hundreds of pages long. Never mind the petitions all everywhere with other supporters. Probably the amount of people who went through these petitions and all this other stuff is easily bigger than 100,000 strong for Mega Man. Well, they said no to that too, huh? And then they go ahead and release it once again on a Nintendo system, where it doesn't sell as well. And it's not region free, so we can't just import it and put on what we have. Unlike MHP 3rd, we could still support it. Can't support Try unless you Try G unless you wanted to buy a fucking 3DS from Japan, import the analog attachment, and import the game, and enjoy those large shipping fees. Oh yeah. And then we go on from there to present tense. They're doing it again! Again! I mean, I still can't believe I'm actually going to buy the Wii U just for it. I mean, there's some other titles I'll probably play on there, but it's probably going to collect dust after a while. And I tell you straight out, the Vita's picking up steam. Ragnarok Odyssey is amazing, and it's getting a lot of us Monster Hunter players. Our Monster Hunter fans are playing Ragnarok Odyssey quite a bit. Sure, it's no Monster Hunter, but it's quite fun. And then we have Soul Sacrifice coming in March, around the time of Monster Hunter. That's going to help sell the Vita. And it will be competition for Monster Hunter. Dark Souls bred with Monster Hunter, with blood, gore, and absolute kick-ass magic. And lots of dark beasts in a dark atmospheric setting. I honestly like the idea more than Monster Hunter. So we don't really have a reason to even purchase Monster Hunter at this point. Unless you put it on a Sony system. I will still get it. But if they announce, because of the increased sales, that they're putting Monster Hunter 4 or Tri-G on any Sony systems, I will abandon the Wii U in an instant and I will fucking sell it. Anyway, thanks for your time. I'm sorry for the very long ramble rant. Bane. I'm disappointed with Capcom so much, and I'm sure a lot of you Mega Man fans are absolutely disappointed with Capcom. I don't blame you either. Actually, Street Fighter fans, Resident Evil fans, Mega Man fans, and Monster fans. Oh, wait a second! Practically all their games! All their franchises we're disappointed with. Oh. Capcom, how have you fucking fallen? Fuck you, Capcom. Bye, folks.